What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of I Am Besties. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Vanessa.
And this is our lovely guest. Woo!
Cheer for myself. If you don't cheer for yourself, who's going to cheer for you?
That's so true.
You know what I mean?
You guys were so excited. Well, I'm especially excited because I grew up watching your videos. So I'm so happy, that
Thank
you're here.
you.
I hate to
Appreciate that.
say growing up because I feel like it sounds
Makes me
like
feel
you're
old.
old.
Yeah.
I don't want to make you feel that way. I just want you to know I was
Too
a
late,
huge
girl.
fan.
Too late.
I'm sorry. I was a huge fan watching
Thank
you grow
you.
up. So
I appreciate that.
I'm like shook that you're
What's your
here
favorite
right now.
video? Put you on the spot.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I loved when you and Chachi did like the couple ones.
Okay.
I was a huge fan of those. I love when you and David did like the school ones when you guys.
Oh yeah. Zach and Joey.
Yeah, Zach and Joey.
Yeah.
I fucked with those.
Damn,
too.
dope.
So many.
We just left that one on like a cliffhanger. Like
all
each
the
one
time.
was
I
on
was
a
like
cliffhanger.
always there. Like, where's the next one?
What happened was like we would write it without having like the other ones planned out. It was like every week we're writing. It was like just coming up with the content like as we go. So
How old were you when you started doing YouTube?
21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were like kind of older, wasn't like you're like...
Yeah, no, like I wasn't in high school or anything like that.
Oh,
Yeah, like prior
okay.
to that, I was like working a bunch of like weird jobs and stuff like that. Like
Like
I was a
what?
car salesman.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I worked at like Costco doing samples, I swear, but it wasn't for like Costco. It was for like this like marketing agency that was trying to get their wontons into Costco.
No
So I was like, but I was basically doing the sample stuff. Yeah, but they kind
yeah.
of like pitched it like you're not, like you're like this is marketing. I'm like, no, it's not.
You know what's
I'm
weird?
handing out samples.
You totally give me car sale vibes.
Really? I was really good at it.
Yeah?
I
Seems like you
sold a
would
car on the
be.
first day.
Damn.
Yeah. But it was
I think
kind of a
it's
big
because
deal.
a lot of car salesmen are like kind of buff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
give me
yeah.
like those like they wear the really tight,
Yeah, super tight.
button up
yeah,
shirts.
tight pants. Oh yeah, butt was looking nice.
Yeah,
like,
nice
everything
juicy
was,
ass for everyone to like see.
Yes. Yeah, just walking away for no reason. Just
Oh,
like,
I'll be right back.
Just, yeah.
Literally. So what made you want to like start like YouTubing?
Yeah, well, I've always was into like entertainment. I knew I wanted to do something with that. Like the first thing I wanted to do, like people ask you like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I used to say I wanted to be the president of the United States of America.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I want to do something in that field. And as I got older, I was like, what does that mean? Like, what does entertainment mean to me? And I remember I took a drama class, and my teacher, she was so good. She was so encouraging. She was like, Josh, you have something with like acting. You should really like look into that. And my mom didn't know where to start with that.
Right.
But I came across YouTube, and I was watching a bunch of YouTube content, and I just followed a bunch of creators. And then I got super lucky that I got to meet this guy named Eric that goes by Super Ego. And he kind of became like a mentor, and he showed me the ropes. And for like 1 year, I just studied him. Like I didn't produce any content, nothing. I was just in his videos, watching how he shoots, watching how he edits. And then he told me, he had the conversation with me. He's like, yo, I think you should start your own channel. Like people recognize you now in the comments. People are asking like, where can we see more of Josh? Ooh. And I was working at LA Fitness at the time when I uploaded my first video. And I remember it like popped off. We got like 30,000 views like the first day. This is like 2011. Oh, I couldn't contain myself.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
I was on.
crazy.
And then I quit like maybe 6 months later.
Oh, okay, nice.
I told myself like once I get 50,000 subscribers, I'm gonna quit.
That's
And
what's
I wasn't getting paid though. It was just like that was just like the number.
You
Yeah.
took the
That was just
chance,
the number.
so.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I actually have a question about your new company that it's actually been a year, right? I was stalking
Yeah.
you and Betsy, and I saw that. So congratulations on going on
Thank
a
you.
year.
Thank you. It's crazy.
What kind of like got you into wanting to start like a hydration like, company?
I was always like super big into like fitness and health and stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to create like my own supplement. That was always like a goal of mine. And it's something I kind of just sat on for like a while because I didn't really know the direction. And honestly, starting a company, especially like in the supplement space, like you need to know people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just something that you can just hop into. It's a very competitive space. So everything just kind of aligned where I met my business partner, and he had been in the supplement space for over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And he's like really the brains behind the operation. And I basically pitched him my idea that I wanted to create a product that was geared towards, it's geared towards everybody, but I really wanted to highlight the Latin culture and these flavors that we have that are so beautiful, amazing.
They taste so good.
Yeah. So
and they actually taste like their flavors. Which
yeah,
is
like
nice.
the agua frescas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like a huge priority for me. I was like the flavor is everything. The flavor is everything. It's got to be authentic. It's got to feel real.
Right.
So yeah, I actually wanted to do pre-workout. I wanted to do something more of that line.
Oh, okay.
And working with him and stuff, he kind of opened up my mind into like this other space that was more broad, which is hydration. And it just made so much sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like I love fitness, but that's not all I'm about. You know what I mean? And this product, I love to like party, I drink, all this stuff. So it's like,
like it's you can use it for more things.
everything.
Yeah,
so it just clicked. When he said
definitely.
hydration, I was like, yeah, that's me right there. Like, yeah, make it agua fresca too. Like,
That's so cool. Because I was telling Vanessa, I was like, I feel like a lot of people that are really into fitness more so kind of want like start like their like protein powders or stuff like that. So I was like questioning why you chose hydration.
Yeah. I want to say it was really him who kind of opened my eyes to like the hydration space. Because like I said, I was thinking more like pre-workout, maybe like a protein powder. But I knew I wanted to do Latin flavors. I was like, these flavors are not in the market and they're amazing. So they need to be in the market. So it was just like,
that's really dope. Honestly, that's pretty inspiring, especially because it's like you said, like you have to have connections like that. Cause like let's say I would want to do that. Like I wouldn't even know where to start with something like that. Yeah. That's amazing.
I got really lucky. Cause like I said, he was like that was his career. It's still his career. So it's crazy.
So he's the co-founder?
He's the co-founder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because I'm sure like, I didn't want this just to be another influencer brand, which is pretty easy for that to like happen.
Exactly.
This product is like legit. Like it's like an actual real product that competes with these other high end products as well.
Yeah.
And even like in September, we're going to be in like Walmart, which is crazy.
That's
Next to these like other huge brands.
Like,
and it's cool because they didn't like Walmart like hit us up and they didn't find us because of me. They found it because our brand was actually great.
Doing
our
well.
product was amazing.
That's what's up.
And they were like, yeah, we want to like host you guys. Or have
That's
you guys.
cool. And especially because like it is called like salud. So like as a Latino, you know, you're just strolling by Walmart and you're like, what the fuck is this? IV fluid. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And then you see salud and you just naturally are like, huh, like what, you know, you just pick it up.
Yeah.
And your logo's dope.
Thank you. Appreciate
Love
that.
the calaveras.
Not gonna lie, I've tried a couple different like brands.
Yeah.
And for me, it was Liquid IV, like my number one, because I feel like it got the job done and it tasted well.
Yeah.
But then I tasted your flavors and I was like, wait a minute. They did something here. Like I think these are my new go-tos from now on.
I'm not gonna say we're better, but we're better.
I mean,
It's just, and then it's cool because I feel like IV Fluid's like I'm not trying to bash them because I actually
Liquid
do.
IV,
Liquid IV, whatever.
Yeah,
You can't even remember the name.
Not important. Not important.
not relevant.
But like the flavors are kind of, I think I would steal them from Saul, like the matcha one. It was okay, but I'm like, matcha, what the fuck is this? And like that one, like I was like, ooh, Jamaica low-key's fire.
I'm sorry. Your partner that you met, that you started this endeavor with, when you met him, was it like just through like influencer space? Where would you go? Like, where do you meet these people? Like,
that's a really good question. No, he's not an influencer at all. This is his career. Like he went to school for this. He graduated from like Colorado State University.
Yeah.
I think. What? No, it's not Washington. I think it's Colorado.
He just learned on YouTube everything. He didn't even have a degree.
I think he just Googled it.
He just Googled everything.
Tyler, I'm sorry. He's a very educated man. He has degrees and shit.
He is graduated.
Yeah. He's got 2 degrees.
The product speaks for itself. All right, guys. Before we continue with today's episode, we're going to take a quick break to shout out our sponsors at Manscaped.
There's a certain confidence that comes with a fresh shave. There's an aura, a vibe. You know the feeling, and you can see the confidence when someone is well groomed. We call this BGE, Big Groomed Energy, and there's only one way to get that BGE, Manscaped. We'd like to introduce you to their best and biggest ultimate hygiene bundle yet, the Platinum Package 4.0. Manscaped is the leader in men's below-the-waist grooming, and you can now trust them with the rest of his body. Join the 4 million individuals worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES.
Yeah. One time, I was, feeling a little frisky, a little touchy, a little spontaneous. So I was with this man and I just wanted to put my hand down his pants, because I was already like being touchy and like kind of all on him. And then obviously I wanted to see what he was working with.
What was
packing down there. So he didn't let me put my hand down there.
And then shaved.
And then, yep, sure enough, he came clean. That he was embarrassed that he didn't feel like it was groomed well enough for me to go down there. And honestly, I was just like, wow, how dare you?
That's a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah, and if he would have just had his shit straight, because that was his personal thing. Like, he didn't want to, whatever he felt, but and even me was like, damn, like I thought men were always ready to go. So what's going on, man? Y'all slacking? Y'all need some Manscaped products? Come on, get it together, because girls trying to get their nut too.
And Manscaped's got you.
And Manscaped's got your back. So get into it. Get into it, yeah.
Get into it, yeah.
All right. Manscaped's brand new Platinum Package 4.0 is the biggest bundle they've ever offered, giving you a bulk discount on Manscaped's top products. Stop paying more for his grooming products, ladies. The Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is a one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. They designed this package to allow you to fully align your entire hygiene routine with elite products. Inside the Platinum Package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo plus Conditioner, Ultra Premium Deodorant, Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver Ball Spray Toner, Anti-Chafing Boxers, and the Shed Travel Bag to hold all your goods while traveling.
Whew. That was a tongue twist. You're out of breath at that point.
Honestly, thank God they're throwing a bag in there.
Hell yeah. The Lawnmower 4.0 Body Trimmer and Weed Whacker Nose and Ear Hair Trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect his delicate parts and holes. Both are waterproof, so you don't have to worry about his mess. In addition to shaving, you can now completely upgrade your shower routine with the Ultra Premium Body Wash and Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo Conditioner. This luxurious combo will seriously leave your skin and hair feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. Make sure you and your man don't forget to apply their aluminum-free, very important, Ultra Premium deodorant for that cologne quality scent on the go. But it's not just his pits that stink. We know his balls can stink too.
Thankfully, their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner can solve this problem for you. When you smell his sack, you'll never go back. Manscaped even threw 2 free gifts to their Platinum Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. These boxers are so comfy. You'll need a pair from him or her. The Platinum Package 4.0 covers all the bases to keep you smooth and smelling good. This is the best bang for your buck.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code BESTIES. Unlock your big groomed energy with Manscaped. And remember, when he trims his hedges, the tree stands taller.
And I believe that.
Back to your regular scheduled programming.
Yeah.
Fire.
I'm sorry. Your partner that you met, that you started this endeavor with, when you met him, was it like just through like influencer space? Where would you go? Like, where do you meet these people? Like,
yeah, that's a really good question. No, he's not an influencer at all. This is his career. Like he went to school for this. He graduated from like Colorado State University.
Yeah.
I don't know. What? No, it's not Washington. I think it's Colorado.
He just learned on YouTube everything. He didn't even have a degree.
I think he just Googled it.
He just Googled everything.
Tyler, I'm sorry. Yeah. He's a very educated man. He has degrees and shit.
He is graduated.
Yeah. He's got 2 degrees.
The product speaks for itself.
Exactly, yeah. But I met him at this facility called Muscle Farm, which is like a supplement, and they're huge. They're a huge company. They're all over Walmart. They're like worldwide. And he was working with that company for like 10 years. And during COVID, they had like a private gym. And that was like one of the only gyms that was like open. And I had a buddy who was a trainer there. It's like all kind of connected. Yeah. But it was just honestly like pure chance. We just all started kind of working out together. And he was like, do you know what I do in this like space? And I was like, no, not at all. And then he took me around his office, showed me around like all the supplements that he developed, from the branding, the packaging, the logoing. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, dude, I want to do my own product. He's like, well, I'm your guy. And I thought he was just going to help me out. Yeah. But we just clicked and our visions were so aligned. Yeah. He pitched to me like being my partner. And I was like, this just makes my job so much easier.
Yeah, like he pitched to me. Like, that's so
cool.
Yeah.
You put your ring away. You were like about to propose.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
should I propose now, later?
Do you feel like working with him has taught you like more about supplements?
100%.
Like, you know,
everything. Yeah. It's not just the supplement. That's a huge part of it, of course. But like even down to like the labeling, the marketing around it, what it really takes to build a brand.
Oh, he does all of that as well.
We do that together. You know,
okay.
It's like really our forces like joining. You know, because I really understand marketing. I understand like social media, creating content, branding. I understand my culture very well. So he really does more of like the nuances of like the brand, you know what I mean? And like, cause there's like there's so much stuff like the barcodes and nutrition facts, everything, the ingredients that go into it, the purpose that they serve, that's really where he like strives in, making those relationships with the manufacturers to get the product in, get them labeled, packaged, all that stuff. It's crazy. It's like a lot. Yeah.
Damn.
I actually wanted to suggest, if you wanted to, take my suggestion. There
Please.
is this, I have hangovers, but I have hangover anxiety.
Okay. Hanxiety.
It's literally the fucking worst.
Yeah, I do too.
I know that there's this other brand that
Don't
I heard
bring it
of.
up. Don't bring it up. I know it is.
Yeah.
It's WB.
No.
Oh.
It's not WB actually, but they
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Never
mind. Okay, never
No.
mind.
The point is that they have this ingredient in their packets that helps with the anxiety itself. So it doesn't just hydrate you, but it also helps the anxiety. And I tried it out, and honestly, it's a game changer because Liquid IV doesn't have it. And for me, it hydrated me where I felt better, but it didn't take the anxiety away, like my nerves. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And this one did. And but the crazy thing is because it tasted so disgusting, I could just not drink it again.
Yeah.
But I was gonna tell you,
I think it's theanine. I think it's the ingredient theanine. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because theanine, like when you take too much caffeine, theanine kind of like levels you out. So you don't get that like buzz, that crazy like jittery and stuff like that. So it could be that. Because I get anxiety too.
Terrible.
It's the worst. I feel like I contemplate my whole life.
And
like,
you still drink?
Hell yeah, I drink. Right back at it.
How do you feel like it gets worse as you get older?
100%. It's gotten way worse.
Way worse.
How old are you?
32.
Oh, okay.
You don't look 32.
Yeah.
Honestly, you were way taller than I expected you to be.
I get that a lot. People think I'm like
short. I don't know
5'6".
why. Dude,
people tell me like,
I thought you were like
5'6".
my height, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Dude,
tall.
people
That's pretty
just
tall.
are tall.
Yeah.
I honestly, I hate that when people are like, oh, actually at the bar the other day, they were like, you're shorter than I thought. And I'm like, like, I'm sitting down. How could you possibly like measure my height like that?
How could you judge me?
Literally. Oh, hell no. Honestly, I fucking hate drinking now. Because
Really?
it makes me extremely depressed.
Yeah.
Like days, it's not even like the next day. It's just like days
it drags,
after.
it drags.
Yeah.
And you can't shake it off. It's nothing you can just
No,
shake off.
there's
Unless you
literally-
drink more.
Just stay a little drunk forever.
Yeah. Which is
Hell
what you got to do
no.
on like vacation, right? Because if not, you don't want to feel like that.
But on vacation, I feel like mentally I prepare myself or something. I don't know what it is that like on vacation I can binge drink for like 3 days and then I'm like thriving. And then I come home and I'm like nothing matters.
I know.
Everything
so
sucks.
depressed. Yeah.
Never doing that again.
It's crazy because I was like 21, 22, even though my early 20s, never experienced that at all. I never experienced anxiety.
Me either.
Yeah. I didn't experience anxiety as a whole,
Yeah.
like at all.
You've
I
never had
did.
anxiety?
No, I never did.
Even now?
I do when I drink. That's the only time I really do.
Yeah. You're lucky.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
One of the
Emma,
lucky
what's
ones.
that like? Not like
God's favorite. Literally.
Do you feel
Guilty.
do you feel like fitness has been like part of like your persona?
Yeah, big time. For sure. For
'Cause
sure.
I stalked you big
Yeah,
time, and I
yeah.
went back to like 2013, and you were already like
2013.
ripped cut,
Shredded.
and I was like, damn, like that's a really long time to be like so consistent.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, I played football like in high school, so that kind of started that.
okay.
Yeah, and then I just loved it. Like I really just love working out. I have two of my uncles who are like professional bodybuilders, like in the 90s. Like one of them really competed against this like super big bodybuilder named Jay Cutler. People would know about bodybuilding. Yeah, like on stage with them is pretty crazy. So like I got like, I was really into it really young. And then even when I first started my YouTube channel, my original username was Yo Muscle Boy. So I really leaned into it. Yeah.
Well, that's an OG kind of name.
Yeah. BOII. So it was
B-O and then the 0 and then Y.
Yeah.
That's
and all my thumbnails were like me shirtless. I was just,
I lived for it,
you know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
fine, you know.
Gotta get
It got the
them
job
views.
done. It got the job done.
Yeah. It was suck because like it kind of messed with me a little bit because I really took pride in my content and I really enjoy writing and the creative process when it comes like to videos. And those videos that I put my heart, soul into creatively wouldn't perform versus the ones where I'm like thirst trapping hard.
Yeah. That's
Which
tough.
I get,
That's
but it does
tough.
some, and then you just start, I don't know, like being at that age, I'm lucky I started like older where I can really kind of comprehend what was going on, but I feel bad for kids who were like starting younger and they
definitely.
value themselves just through
Based
their
on
body
their
or their
image.
appearance and stuff, and I think that is what
Yeah.
gives them credibility or whatever.
Yeah.
Significance I was looking for.
And honestly, I think even like nowadays, I feel like with TikTok, because so many people are showing their talent, like comedy wise, a lot of people that aren't I guess conventionally attractive are getting that recognition. And even I see it and I'm like, damn, like that's dope because I'm kind of like that. Like I'm like, we're always nagging at Saul, like, why did you post that thumbnail? We look so terrible, you know, and it does kind of mess with you because you're like, okay, but I don't feel unattractive yet. Like I'm looking at this picture and it's not doing great. So
you take it personally. You're
like, it's because
me.
I don't know. I just feel like you're so hard on yourself.
Toughest critic.
And it's like you said right now, like you're like, oh, nobody's not looking at that. And I'm like, but how could you not look at that shit? I'm looking at it and look so stupid.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you still struggle with that? Or you feel like you're at a place now that you're like, I don't struggle with like identifying with my looks as in like, you know they're there, you know they help, but you know if you didn't have them, you'd still value your work and your creativeness and everything. Like
I wish I could say a strong yes. I got it on lock, but I don't. I have my days, you know what I mean? A ton, yeah, for sure. I think what's helped is like not going into the comments so much. Like I don't look at any comments, no matter what. Maybe like the first 10 minutes because I know it's just the people who like my shit, you know. But after that, I don't do any kind of comments.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah, and I've learned to also like speak up like on how I feel. Like if I'm on set and if I have a better side, like I'll just say like, yo, can I be on this side? Or I'll talk about lighting, or I'll say, hey, can I see the video? Or can I, you know what I mean? Just speak up. Just say like if you're not comfortable with it. And if you're working with somebody, you hope that they're going to be understanding and respectful.
That's cool.
When it comes to that, yeah.
Do you want to start doing like more? Because I know you've been in a couple... Girl, I looked at this IMDb, like everything. I was like,
I know your social security.
Yeah, so when you were living in, no, I'm just kidding. Like, do you want to go towards more like directing or like more acting?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Both. I still have a passion for that. Right now I'm in this entrepreneur space right now. I just started like a podcast with a buddy. I didn't start it. I actually got brought on like as a permanent like host.
Oh, fun.
Which is really, really cool because he's like one of my best friends. So that's been a lot of fun. But I think I still have like a little spark for like acting and directing. I love being behind the scenes just as much as I love being in front of the camera. So we'll see where life takes me. I've been on this like really fun ride where things just kind of happen. So I'm just kind of curious. I'm like, what's next? Like what's next?
And I love that you're not attaching yourself to like an outcome to anything, wherever life's taking you, that you won't feel let down, you know, if you're not holding like an expectation for something. You know? How do you use this experience to kind of like maneuver making new friendships, new connections? Like how do you discern, okay, this is the kind of person I would want to keep around me, or this is a person that not getting a good vibe from, like I'm just not gonna, you know, really connect with them? Like,
absolutely. Like put my energy and time into somebody who was like a huge mentor of mine, like I mentioned earlier, Super Ego, Eric, and he, just watching him, I learned so much from him because he opened up his life to me, and he really like leaned into me and was so like giving with his platform and stuff like that. Never like held it. So I was really lucky that I got to see that as an example. So it's I'm very optimistic. My mom always told me never underestimate anyone, because you never know what they're capable of. So that's kind of what I lead with. So when I meet people and I talk to people and they tell me they're interested in social media and stuff like that, you never know, especially with all these platforms now with like TikTok and stuff. Now, when it comes to like giving them, really bringing them into my life and stuff like that, I tend to be like selective because you want to protect yourself. You want to protect your energy, like you said. So I just kind of feel it out. You know what I mean? If it makes sense and it just kind of happens organically, then that's what it is.
You don't feel like social media has gotten like, I guess, created like trust issues?
I'm gonna be honest with you, no, cool. I don't really view people like they're trying to take advantage of me. Like that's not
me too.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't know about you. It's like I mean, go ahead, take advantage of me. You know, I'm okay with it.
Just do it and then I'll decide. No, that's me too, because I think a lot of people around me are very much so like, oh, okay, but what are their intentions? And I'm like, damn, I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Like I don't think that people do malicious things until then they do it.
Until it becomes obvious.
Right. Yeah. And even then I'm like, huh, what?
I know, really. Yeah. I'm so focused on my own life. I don't know. I don't really get too caught up in that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I noticed that you talk a lot about like mentors. Do you feel like do you ever feel like you're mentoring someone, or like you want to be that
100%
for someone else?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I joined this program. It was like student counseling, where we would actually get to like counsel kids and stuff, like or people in our grade, not even like freshmen. I did it when I was my senior year, and I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. Wow. I think if I wasn't doing social media, I'd want to do some sort of like counseling.
I could see you doing that for sure.
Yeah.
And that's so important because high school is such a like hard, rough time, and not a lot of people have like friends or just anyone to talk to or like genuinely connect with. So the fact that you did that's nice.
Or even just like in like how you're saying that like you give everyone an opportunity. I feel like just in general, most people don't want to do that. Like they're like, no, I want to make sure that you are going to live up to the potential, and the way you speak kind of makes you feel like you're saying like, well, everyone can grow into their potential.
Absolutely.
That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting from you.
And their shine isn't going to take away from yours. And I think people kind of get caught up in this competitive like nature.
Definitely.
Like, they could be good, just not better than me.
Definitely.
Which is like really dumb.
It's weird.
Because there's so many people in the world.
Yeah.
And I think too, like going back a little bit to the friendships, like I feel like sometimes people want to be like, if we're not on good terms, then we're on bad terms.
Yeah.
Which is really tough because that just, I feel like at that point, everybody's going to be your enemy instead of just being like, okay, we're not on bad terms, but we're not best friends, and we're not on good terms, but I don't hate you. Like, I don't wish you bad or anything like that. I don't know. I'm going through a life crisis right now.
Is this a personal issue?
Yes.
Let's talk, please.
Just let us know. Let us know, girl.
She's like,
So you just believe in just like keeping things cordial. Like we don't have to like decide like best friends, not best friends, like enemies or whatever.
This exactly, because I think it just sets a lot of pressure when you don't want to have that kind of closeness with everyone.
Yeah.
But if that person really wants it from you and you don't give it to them, then now you're the bitch or you're the bad person for not really giving them access to you like that.
Gotcha. But you're not like responsible for how they feel, right?
and that's
we tend to feel like we are though. So that's what sucks. Yeah.
Are you sure you're not a therapist? Don't play.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Oh my god, sorry. I was like freaking parching. I actually have a question about fitness.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into my gym grind.
Okay.
How do you decide, like, because there's so much, like, what's your fitness, like, what do you like to do?
I think if I had to like put a label on it, it would be like bodybuilding, I guess, you know, but I also enjoy like athletic stuff, right? So I enjoy playing sports and stuff. So I just do what I love. Like I love playing basketball. I love like running at the beach, stuff like that. No, sounds like kind of lame. I never admitted that out loud. Long walks on the beach, you know what I'm saying?
Like
slow motion, like in the Top Gun scene.
Shirtless, oiled up.
You probably auditioned for that, huh? For the Top Gun?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you really?
No, I didn't, but I did audition for the Power Rangers, the live action one that Becky G was actually in.
Oh my god!
I did, yeah, and I actually got a call back for that. I was auditioning for the Red Ranger. I actually thought I was gonna get it too. This was when I was younger. I was like 24.
That was. How old are you?
I'm 32. Yeah.
When did that movie come out?
That was a while ago, right? The live action one? Yeah.
What? I actually like that movie.
I didn't watch it. I was mad.
He's all,
I was
fuck
pissed. I was
this.
like, fuck that. Fuck the Power Rangers.
Yeah, that shit's ass. No, it's not good. It's not a good movie, but I watched it because I love the Power Rangers.
Yeah, same.
It's super corny, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
But that's kind of where the Power Rangers were, though. They were like really cheesy.
I know.
It's morphin' time. I mean, come on. Like, come on.
That's so true. That's so true. What's like a movie that do you audition a lot?
I used to. I've actually been in 3 movies, which was like crazy because like when I first got on social media, I got into it because I wanted to get into acting, and then I got signed to this like basically the biggest talent agency in Hollywood, which is CAA, and I didn't know how big they were until I went to the meeting, and then I was like, oh, that was good. Yeah. And then my manager at the time was like, dude, that was incredible. Like, this is CAA. Like, it doesn't get any better than this. Because I told him, I was like, I want to get into acting. Like, what do I need to do? And he's like, you got to get an agent.
Yeah.
So he was connected with these people and was like, let's just see if maybe they'd be interested in Josh. And they were. And so I got signed with them, like, immediately. Damn. And they put me to work, like, quick. Damn. So I shot a movie called Late in America, which was with KSI and Casper Lee. Casper Lee, which are, like, 2 big, like, YouTubers. That was really cool. Yeah. And then I did one called Dance Camp, which was cool, and then I did another one called Dirty 30. And I played the same character in all of them. I was a douchebag.
What do you mean?
Like a douchebag.
Oh, a douchebag?
That was my character in every single film I did.
I thought you were going to say, I started dancing or something.
No, I didn't dance. No. Actually, did I dance? No, I didn't dance. I got moves, though. So
you got moves? Sign up right now. Actually, you guys, new segment.
Random dancing.
This is a Drake album.
What's like the coolest thing about being on set?
Man, that's a really good question. Everything, because like being a YouTuber, like this is kind of what it is, right? Like you're kind of doing everything on your own, which is something like super special about that. But just being on set and having it be grand and having a producer, director, and all these like moving parts, background people, and everybody was just on the same page. Like everybody's there to create something special, and it's just amazing. It's just an amazing atmosphere to be in.
That's cool.
Just that creative space. Because you do YouTube videos, sometimes you're bringing your friends, like, what the hell's going on here? Like, they don't get it, right? Yeah. And then like, especially doing sketches, I would bring in anybody who would be in my videos. Even him, apparently, I didn't even know he was in my videos.
You were in his videos?
Yeah, he just showed me earlier.
When?
Like 2014 or 2013.
Whoa, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wait, so you would like call like from the audience? Be like,
would you just like post like, recording a video, want to be in it?
Not even. Like I would just like my buddy would be like, yo, I have a video idea. There's multiple people. There's like a burglary scene or something like that. We need somebody else to like be a burglar. He's like, I'll use my cousin. Yeah, and they've never been on camera before. We're talking like way back in 2020. Videos wasn't even like really like a thing. It was kind of weird. So yeah, just trying to get people on the same page was like, it was always interesting.
And then they pull up and then like the acting's terrible and you're just like,
and you have to cut around it. Yeah, I've had some people like cry and stuff like that. Yeah, when on set because they feel uncomfortable. They just feel awkward and stuff like that. Yeah, they just.
What did you do?
I try my best to just make them feel comfortable, let them know they're doing a great job and stuff. But yeah,
go pull it together.
Figure it out, girl.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how I was at first. Like now, I think I'm a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera, but because we do it like every week.
You didn't notice it.
But it is uncomfortable, which is weird because like once I notice the camera, I'm like,
you're like, what the fuck? There's a camera looking at me. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's awkward. We want to take like an improv class.
You guys should. I did. You're going to learn so much because you think acting is pretty basic. It's just whatever emotion you need to do, you just lean into that. No, there's like so much you're going to learn. So much like with listening skills and how to handle situations and face movement and like when to react. It's crazy.
Have you had like bad, like not even just with movie sets or whatever, but just in general, like bad, I guess confrontations with people like that were in power?
That's a good question. Like maybe like clashing with the director and stuff. No, but I've had an embarrassing situation the first time I did a film. Because they like mic you up, right? So like your lob is like right here, and what they do is like they put like a piece of tape and they put it right here, and the sound person decided to put it like right on like my bone where like my heart is. Right?
Oh my god!
So the first take, literally, like for that movie I did, Late in America, like I'm supposed to be this confident jock that runs the school, gets all the girls, right? And the first scene is such a movie scene. It's like a bunch of extras, like 30 people walking the hallways and stuff. And I turn the hall and that's when I make my grand entrance of being, I think my name was like Brock in the movie or something like that. No. I don't remember. But I make that entrance and my heart was beating out of my chest because I was so nervous. Course. And literally I pull myself together, right? But I can just feel my heart boom, 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 going crazy. I turn the corner and I just hear the director yell, cut, because I guess the sound guy was like, I can hear somebody's heart. Like it's so loud. It's so loud. It's like I can hear it. And they're like, whose heart is like beating like crazy?
They're like, stop, his heart is hurting.
Yeah. Somebody check his heart. Check his heart. He was about to have a heart attack. So I confess, I was like, I think that's me. And I told the guy, and it was such a cute, like wholesome moment. Like the guy came up, like kind of pulled me to the side, the sound guy, and he was like, "Hey, you're doing so great. Like, do not worry, you're fine. Like, look at you, man, you're good." And he's like, "Where do you want me to put the mic?" And I'm like, "Far away from my heart, far away from my heart, please." Yeah. So he ended up like moving, and then I was fine. Did a good job.
That is so funny. That's hilarious. I feel like that would be. I get really nervous just in random times.
Yeah.
And I think you can. I don't know. Do you ever like in that moment? Do you feel like you could hear your heart outside, not even just in your chest,
like in your ears?
You're like, what the fuck is that noise?
Yeah. Do you guys get jitters before podcasting sometimes?
No, my lip quivers. That's my thing. Like my lips start like twitching and doing weird shit. I hate that so much.
I think I used to get nervous when we first would film. We did the first like live, like a podcast pit live last week.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Monday, and I was super. I had to get drunk.
Oh no way!
It was the only way.
It's always just starting it. Once you start it, you're good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. When we first started doing the podcast, we would like get drunk. We like
every
take shots,
time,
every episode.
And we were like, maybe we should stop. Maybe we should try to be sober.
Maybe, I mean, and then we stopped doing that, and then we started getting high.
Okay.
I just get
I could not do a podcast high.
All the time.
Way. Do you really? You can function? You're functioning higher?
Yeah, I'm now.
Okay.
Now
Are you
that
high
I
right now?
smoke, no. I honestly, though, right before we started, I was like, damn, I didn't smoke. Fuck.
Damn. Does it make you more outgoing? Because of me, like, I feel like it would shell me up.
I'm pretty outgoing just naturally, so I feel like my outgoingness can't even be repressed by it. Like I'm just too much all the time.
That's literally a fact.
Got it.
Yeah, so I think I'm just high, and then I'm like, like that's funny. Like I'll just be in my head, like that was a funny thing to say.
One time we tried doing like a 420 episode, and we went outside and we were like smoked so much. I got an anxiety attack.
Oh, I know, and I was over here like chilling. I was like, so we're not gonna film.
Yeah, so you guys didn't film?
We did, but like
you were not. It was not it.
No, it wasn't the come down.
We had to wait like an hour because it was terrible. So you don't smoke?
I used to smoke pretty heavy. I actually, not to like brag or anything like that, but
I was actually a stoner.
No, it's actually cooler. I hosted a Netflix show that was cooking. It was a weed cooking show.
Yeah, how was is
Yeah,
that?
it was crazy. It was a crazy experience. And at that time, I literally stopped smoking. So everybody always asked me, because we had these incredible chefs, like amazing chefs, culinary chefs that specialize in cooking weed foods, weed foods, weed infused foods. And they're like, this is like incredible, like gourmet burgers, lamb chops, like unreal, stuff.
Would it get you faded?
Hell yeah. I've never done edibles. I would just smoke. So
Really?
I got the job, and I had stopped smoking at the time. So I didn't taste any of the food.
Wow.
But I mean, I was working like 8-hour days. So I mean, it was probably better that I didn't.
Yeah.
But the people that were on the show got so faded. So faded. That's what
I
made
would
the
have
show.
not been able to.
Honestly, I think
either.
that would be like heaven.
Your dream job.
I actually like edibles more than I like
Really?
smoking.
Yeah.
But just because it's more of a surprise, like, and usually when I take
never know
it,
how it's gonna hit you.
Yeah, I take it and then I forget, and then I'm like, oh shit.
You're like, high right now.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. I'm like, what's it?
It
I'm
does
alive
take a
right
lot
now.
of hit.
a
It
little
does.
bit, so I kind of like it.
Damn, I don't like not feeling in full control. I like being a little up. Like I like the upper.
Yeah.
Like even with caffeine, like if I'm too caffeinated, I don't like it. Like if I'm a little like, oh fucking like, I don't like it.
So you don't do like Molly or anything like that?
Huh?
I'm like, let me put this away. Never mind. I was about to hand it to you. That's
Yeah,
funny.
no, I don't.
You take care of your body.
I try to. I've done Molly in the past. I have, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not condoning people to do Molly, but it was pretty
fun.
crazy.
Don't
yeah.
you just feel like you love the world?
Love
like you want to
everybody.
like hug and kiss everybody. Like you're just like, I love everyone.
Yeah,
like,
especially I feel like you're kind of like we're all kind of similar, like very loving and very engaging with people. That it just really enhanced that like a lot.
Super.
Yeah.
It's funny
I don't
because
know what I'm like on Molly.
no, you
you've
love
never done
it.
it?
I did it once, but I was so fucked up.
Yeah.
That when I took it, I don't know what.
Yeah, you're like, am I drunk? Am I like?
I
whatever?
was like drunk, high, and then I
Yeah.
took the Molly, and I was like, I don't know what's going on at this point.
No, literally, when the first time I took it, I was 15. Don't do
Damn.
drugs at that age.
Do not do drugs.
So I'm not condoning this
Yeah.
behavior, but at the time, I had a boyfriend and a best friend who my boyfriend was very like affectionate and my best friend was very dry. Like we loved each other, but she was not very like affectionate.
friends that don't hug.
Yeah. Well, we did hug, but like it just wasn't. I've seen other best friends be more like, and we just weren't.
Yeah.
Which I didn't mind. But my boyfriend was very affectionate and I wasn't. At the time I thought, I'm not an affectionate girlfriend. Like this is not me, whatever,
Yeah.
blah, blah. We took the Molly and my best friend started being all like huggy and kissy with me and I loved it because I was like, oh my god,
This is what I
finally,
wanted.
this is what I wanted my whole life. And like it was amazing. And then I started acting like that with my boyfriend when he picked us up and he was like, whoa, like, are you okay? Like you literally never
You want
hug me,
drugs?
never kiss me, you never want to do nothing in public, and now you're being all like affectionate. I was just like, damn, like this drug really just
Yeah.
But does it make you high or it just like
No,
enhances
you're
your
still very
senses?
much aware. It's not like you're drunk. Like you can black out. I've never
No.
like done like crazy amounts.
No,
I don't
no,
know,
no,
but
no.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
you know, you can like black out when you're drunk. You
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what the
yeah.
hell you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't think you. I mean, maybe you can, but it's not like that. You're very aware of what you're doing.
Oh,
It just
okay,
feels
okay.
everything just feels heightened.
Interesting.
yeah, but like in a
But the come down
clear-headed
suck.
way.
So we should really point
How
that
long?
out.
No, yeah, it really
It's
did.
like the absolute worst. Like
how
not
did
worth
you?
it.
How long did it last for you?
Like 3 days, 4 days.
Shut the fuck up.
swear, it's
Dude,
not
that shit
worth
was
it.
laced with like meth or something.
Really? Probably.
You were on meth,
Really,
buddy.
you were on
Sorry.
meth,
Shit.
Yeah, like
Damn,
sorry
that's
about
scary.
it.
Actually, was it with you that I was talking about that?
Wanting to do it?
No, that someone told me that Molly had meth in it.
Oh, that was me.
Oh my god, see my brain. I'm sorry.
No,
it just
I
doesn't
literally
function.
felt like I was gonna die because same like I was trying to go to sleep that night
Can't.
and I was not.
Your
I was
heart's
just
going
literally
crazy.
racing. Like
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like I was about to
Oh
start
my
dancing.
god,
I
okay,
was
stop
like,
coming back to me.
Yeah.
I was literally like, bro, like this shit just not going away. And then I got up to get some water, but when I got up, I started getting like lightheaded, and then my like knees gave out on me, and I had to like grab myself from a chair, but I was like kind of like passing out at the same time.
Yeah.
And then my best friend was like, yo, like what the fuck, like are you okay? And I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on. Like
This is after. This
it was terrible. Yeah, it was after that. It was
It's not
so
worth it.
bad.
It's just not
never
worth
did
it.
it again.
Yeah.
That's what I
Never
hear
did it
about a
again.
lot of drugs, though.
That's exactly
That
what it is.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
You
That's,
just-
that's
try-
alcohol too. Like
but
yeah.
no.
I know.
We're still gonna keep doing that.
Alcohol's cool because I don't know. I
It
just
just is.
really like
Alcohol's
it.
fucking
I'm not
awesome.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
It just makes. I feel like it. Me personally, because I know obviously some people are alcoholics and shit, but like I feel like it brings out parts in me that I want to show.
Yeah.
Not drunk, but I can
Gotcha.
only show it.
Yeah.
Drunk.
You could only unlock it when you're drunk.
Yeah. And I guess like my embarrassment just goes away. And even after, like, I'm like, oh, why'd I do that? But I'm like, fuck it. Like, I was drunk. It's
It's an excuse,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just my easiest excuse when I do something embarrassing.
Yeah.
Have you tried your salud drinks with alcohol?
For like before we even launched it.
Really?
Yeah, for
Yeah?
sure. I went there like started mixing them, I was like, bro, these taste great with tequila and stuff. There's a trick to them. Like people just put like alcohol with the product in, so it's just the alcohol with it, and that's not how you do it. You have to make the drink with water, whatever, soda water, and then you put it with alcohol, some ice.
Yum, with
Grand
soda
Marnier,
water.
Okay, so what do you put in it?
Tahini on the rim.
Yeah,
Give us a rundown. Give us a rundown.
I like to do like a margarita with it. So I do like sparkling water, and that's what I'll mix the pepino limon one, right? So it'll be like a pepino limon margarita.
Okay.
Tahini on the rim, of course, right? And then your preference of tequila. If you want to just keep it simple, that's how I would do it, right? And then I'll just add like maybe like top it off with like some mineral water.
Oh, okay.
And then a little garnish.
He's fancy.
Little
Garnish with what?
either a cucumber or like a lime.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
And sprinkle on top of it.
I love fruity drinks. Honestly, that's kind of what I liked about it too. That it's pretty sweet, and I'm very like.
You like
I love sweet. Yeah,
Gotcha,
like I have a sweet tooth. So when I actually had one before coming today.
Oh, shit.
It's good. Wow. Is it like I know like the IV, what is it? IV
Liquid
fluids?
IV?
Liquid IVs.
Yeah.
IV fluids.
said
That's
fluid?
just regular IV, dumbass. It's like
It kind of sounds like that. Though. If you don't know what it is,
No, we get it. It's fine.
Yeah, we get it.
Y'all know what I meant.
It doesn't even matter.
We're not buying it anymore.
That's true. Fuck that shit. No, I'm just kidding. You know how it says like, oh, it's equivalent to like 3 water bottles?
yeah.
Is that kind of how yours is too, or
So
it's different?
so I don't want to get too much into it because it's kind of like there's like legal stuff. From what I understand, that is, man, I don't even know. I got to be careful what I say.
Okay.
We can cut it out.
Here.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's other like do you want to branch out now, like maybe try going into like pre-workout stuff?
Yeah. So actually within the same line, we're gonna be doing other stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Actually, I haven't announced yet. I hear when people are like, we got something we can't talk about, but like we're doing like an energy line, so it's super cool. But ours is even cooler because it's not just like energy; it's like energy and focus. So it's gonna have like cognitive effects as well. So yeah,
I need
it's gonna be
that.
crazy.
Yeah, and that's cool with like working out because sometimes I'll be working out and I'm like, focus on the muscle,
Right.
and then I don't, and I think of another muscle, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Wrong muscle.
Yeah, literally.
Abort muscle.
Fucking bullshit. And honestly, that's why I started smoking too a little bit because
Gotcha.
when I smoke and go to the gym, it helps me just
Hone
focus.
in.
Like if I'm doing quads, I'm only thinking about my quads.
Yeah.
It really helps keep me like centered in that sense, because or else I would go and I would be like, am I using my quads or am I using my ass right now? Like, which one am I doing?
There's a difference.
For sure, and it sucks. I hate like
yeah. Well, we got you. We got you covered.
No,
girl.
yeah,
It's gonna lock
that's
you in.
super
It's gonna lock
exciting.
you in, yeah.
Where can like right now like you are only selling online?
Yeah, so it's tastesalud.com, like shameless plug. But we're gonna be in Walmart in September, but only like in certain regions or states, I should say. So it's gonna be like New Mexico, Texas, and Arizona.
So not California?
Not California. No, and we have such a large audience in California. But eventually, I think it's gonna happen.
Honestly,
Once
I
they see
feel
how
like that's a big win right there. Though.
it's huge. Yeah, it's unreal. So.
Well, where were the states? New Mexico,
Texas, Arizona.
Texas, and Arizona.
Yeah, it's gonna be like around 550. Yeah.
Wow.
I just found out because I like got into like the whole Walmart thing and just like understanding how many there are and how they work and stuff like that. There's 4,700 Walmarts throughout the U.S.
That's fucking
so we got like 4,172 to go. Yeah, but we'll get there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you wanted to like reach out to like other stores, would that have to come from you?
Yeah, so it's crazy. Most companies, when they like want to get into like retail, right? I would say most people kind of start like D2C, direct to consumer, which is how we started. And we were planning to do that for a while just to kind of build the brand and stuff. But actually, Walmart slid in our DMs, like straight up slid in our DMs.
Slide.
I know, and I was about it. I was like, ooh. Yeah, and they were like, hey, we like love you guys' product. Can we like, yeah, bro. But also not because I love Target.
We respect Target.
Yeah, we respect Target. Hire Target, slide in, baby. Yeah, so we took a meeting with them. We did like a whole pitch. My partner, we came over to my place and we did like a whole Shark Tank presentation. We rehearsed for like 4 hours. And it's so crazy because like we tend to make things like such a big deal in our head, right? Like this is gonna be crazy, right? And then it happens and it's like it wasn't like some regular girl, sweet girl on the other side of the screen because we had to do it through like Zoom.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we had like a PowerPoint presentation and shit. And yeah, she was so cool. And like it was like so chill. We had it all dialed in. And yeah, and then she would like
to come out one of your videos in the past.
Exactly.
Never knew.
I didn't even know.
Wait, weren't you in that?
Yeah.
You know,
so it's cool. Yeah, it was cool. And then so yeah, we've actually been hit up by 7-Eleven, GNC. These are people coming to us. And from what I understand, that's a rarity. Like normally like people hire like consultants to go around and basically shop the company and whatever they're the brand or whatever. So we haven't had to do that yet. And I mean, we'll see. I mean, if there's like a brand, like a company I'd love to be in or store, I wouldn't mind like approaching them. Yeah. But I mean, like, Walmart's pretty huge. I like to be across the board in Walmart. Costco would be amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like all the major. So I want to be like everywhere. Like you go to like kind of like Liquid Ideas. Honestly, there. You go to airports. You go to like the liquor store down the street. They got it.
You want to be in your grandma's cabinet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know,
just embedded
in the home.
Can I ask you a personal question?
No. Hell no.
It's gonna bug me. It's not that personal.
No,
really
I kind of know where this is going.
No, you don't.
I bet you I do.
I'll bet you $10 right now. You don't know what I'm gonna ask you.
Okay. I bet you.
Okay.
I bet you $10. Okay, so come here. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is.
Okay.
All right, ready? I'm gonna whisper in your sweet.
And then
nothings.
I'll tell Saul, and then he can say yes or no.
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna hear me. Cover your ears.
Oh, wait, I can just ask.
No, just ask.
Okay, I'll just.
You can just okay. Hold on. Drink some water for her.
Let me get your hand. Are you nervous?
Me? Because I have a lot of personal stuff.
It's not that personal.
Okay, look. I mean, even if it is, it's fine.
Even if it is, now you owe me $10.
Can you hear my heart right now? It's just like beating to the.
Do you have veneers?
There it is. Yo.
No!
Yo, I'm 10 bucks.
You know,
Damn it!
cash. I want a
How do
cash,
you know?
girl.
Have you been seeing me stare at your teeth?
No. I just get that
okay.
question a lot.
Oh,
I get
it's
that
just they're
question
so
a lot.
nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
They're yours?
They're mine.
Okay.
From a dentist. Like I bought them. I own them now. But
It's because they don't look like veneers.
Yeah,
But they're
yeah.
also really white. So I was like, God damn it. And I was just staring at your mouth.
I paid a lot of money for them, so I hope. Thank you.
They're
I need
super nice.
Give me all the comments.
They look natural because sometimes I see veneers and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like, aren't
yeah.
you rich? Why are you getting those ugly ass
I know
teeth?
it's crazy how people get like the cheek lip veneers, like where this looks all white. Yeah.
Where it looks like they got like the little vending machine ones and they just shove it in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because they're white, but they're not like
Crazy white.
Yeah, where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, I had no clue.
Yeah, no idea. See, there you go. That's how good he was. I used to be really, really embarrassed about it. And
Why?
then I don't know. It's like one of those weird things, right? Like when I first got him and people would bring up like teeth, because I feel like teeth is like a common conversation people have. I would walk away. I'm like, teeth, am I right? Fucking out.
Right.
Fucking out. Yeah. And then I was like, well, this is like so dumb that I'm like embarrassed about it. Yeah. So
well, yeah, because you got it. That's how I feel with like plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Like I'm always like, if I got my titties done, I would let everybody know
Literally.
that I got my titties done.
Literally.
Right.
Because I know, even like at the gym, I see a lot of women. Let's do it. A lot of women get like BBLs, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, gym," and I'm like, "Bitch, I
Just
know you weren't at the gym."
say it.
Like,
right. Oh my god.
Yeah,
and
like
they sell programs. That's shady as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm like, just say you did it, and now you're maintaining because not a lot of people maintain anyways.
Right.
But I, not me. If I get my titties in, for sure.
Everybody gonna know.
First of all, you guys are gonna know because of the, whatever. But if I got a lipo, y'all would know too. It's just dope. You paid for it.
Yeah.
Proud of it.
I've actually done a Colgate brand deal too after I got my veneers. It's so funny.
Really?
Yeah. And I know it's kind of fake. Thinking about it now, I'm like calling myself. I'm like, fake, bro.
Nah, fuck that shit in your bag.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dope.
And I didn't say like my teeth. Colgate made my teeth like this. It's just it helped.
But it's the top and bottom.
It's just the top. It's actually just the top.
Okay,
yeah.
see, that's why it was hard to tell because your bottom teeth are really straight too.
Yeah. What happened was I had like really small baby teeth. I guess they didn't match my face because I feel like I'm bigger, so it was like baby teeth, and they were like kind of spaced. And I couldn't do braces because they were saying it was gonna like mess up my bite. So it was like a whole thing. Yeah. Because honestly, I wouldn't recommend getting veneers because it's like not.
Does it hurt?
The procedure hurts a lot. Yeah. And I had like, I'm getting way too into this, but I had like gum issues. So they had to like do like gum surgery and stuff. It was like crazy.
Damn.
It took a year. It was like a year thing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Would you not smile in pictures in that year?
I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah.
Like this?
Now I'm like smiling way too much.
Yeah.
They're like, what's wrong with this guy?
But it's
smiling so much.
It's the first thing I notice
Yeah.
on people just in general. Like I always feel like if I would have never dated someone with fucked up teeth.
Really?
I'm sorry. Like that's just me personally. It's
That's fucked up.
I'm gonna leave.
You're the reason I got veneers, girls. People like you.
No, but like that's just like how like I never looked at anything else but their teeth.
Yeah, I get you.
It was just that, like, if you were ugly and you had nice teeth, like, I'll probably still be down to make out. You know what I mean? But, like, if you were, like, super attractive and your teeth, it's just my personal.
It was, yeah.
What do you feel like is the first thing you look at when you meet someone?
Eyes? Is that a good answer?
That's a nice answer.
I feel like you're lying. You're lying right now.
No, honestly, eyes. I would say eyes.
Yeah.
I would say eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, like, see, because that's, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like, you like people's eyes or you just look at their eyes first? Because I look at people's eyes, too.
Yeah, I
but,
look people in the eyes. Yeah.
So I'm assuming like eye contact's important.
Super
like
important.
Oh, okay.
It's like the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
like I've gone on first dates and stuff like that, and the
They're
eye
like-
contact is lacking. I hate it.
See, I thought you meant, like, eye color. That's why I was wondering.
I did, but but
okay.
everything like the eyes is like, can I like let me see you?
I'm not like
You know
this.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like this.
cross-sided. Like,
Like the
I
eyes
actually have
there.
a friend who could do that. Like,
Oh, really?
one
Talent.
side.
Yeah.
I've tried
I
it. It
would
hurts
love
my
to.
eyes.
You could do that?
No, I said I would love to.
I would love to do
I
that.
would fuck with people all the time.
Dude, imagine you're like asleep and then you're just like your eyes split in different directions. See, like, what if someone had ugly eyes? Then
What
you'd
if
be
someone had
like,
ugly teeth?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the logic I'm trying to make.
I don't think I've ever dated somebody with ugly eyes. I think.
There's people with ugly eyes.
I think
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to have ugly eyes. Personally, I don't know. I mean, maybe just because I'm not like, that's not something I look at,
Yeah.
you know? But I don't think I've ever met someone that I'm like, damn, that's fucking ugly. Like,
Have you heard people say like, oh, they have kind eyes? Like,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I think that's kind of what I mean too.
Okay,
Like people's
okay,
eyes
that
say a
makes
lot.
sense.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
Or like when people are like, smile with your eyes and you're like,
Right.
what are your red flags that you feel like, okay, like if someone does this, like, I'm off it?
Easy. If they're like rude to waiters or like service and stuff like that, it's like my biggest pet peeve. Like
dude.
I hate it. Whether it's a guy, girl, I don't care. Like do not be
Literally.
mean to those
and
people.
it's super awkward.
It's so awkward. I hate it.
Because then you're just like, sorry about this
It's so
guy.
yeah, and I'm the type that I want to be like overly nice to the people like that. Even to the point where like I've had like ex girlfriends tell me like, I feel like you're flirting with them.
Oh,
a little
fuck.
flirt? Was that a flirt? No, but I'm not. But I just
I'm
try to be
making
really
her day.
nice. Yeah, like overly compliment or like just I don't know. Try to be like just kind.
So
Yeah.
you've had issues because of that? Like serious or just like little things?
No, they're just kind of like bring it up and stuff. Like that. And I have made like myself more aware of it. I'm like maybe I am being a
Maybe.
little flirty. Like maybe I can see how this is being
Yeah,
misconstrued.
damn, maybe I'm a
yeah,
hoe.
yeah, maybe I'm a hoe. But a nice hoe, a sweetheart hoe
True. It made
with a
someone's
pure
day.
heart.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Why have one
Honestly,
girlfriend when you can have 5?
Bad Bunny said it. When I was a waitress, honestly, and like, I would go with guys who were I would waitress guys who were overly nice with their girlfriend. You just got to talk straight to the girlfriend.
To the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it's
gotcha.
really awkward as a
Really?
waiter.
Gotcha.
Because then you
Damn, you made
can
them
feel
feel
the
awkward.
girlfriend.
no, I
We're
didn't even
not
think
making
about
them
that.
feel
I've never felt that somebody's felt like that for me though. So maybe I did
They
a
were
good job.
probably because they're like, damn, this guy's super fucking hot. Like, I don't give a fuck about
Bring
his
it on.
girlfriend. Yeah,
They're like, I'm
fuck
about to
this.
snatch him up real
Yeah.
quick right now. Like,
They're like, I don't care
sorry
if
about
his
it.
girlfriend's giving me that.
I'll fight her outside.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it, honestly.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't like getting stared at.
By the girl or like
Just in general,
Got
like
it.
I feel like it makes me, I can feel it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Ugh, look away, bitch. So I'd
Gotcha.
rather just look at her because
Yeah.
she's looking at me.
Yeah. So you would pay more attention to the girl when you were serving like a couple?
100. Even if they weren't flirting with me, I always direct to the woman.
Oh. Where'd you work at?
My parents own a restaurant.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I would, and especially because like Mexicans are
Yeah.
a little more toxic.
I've heard like the restaurant culture is insane. Like hookup culture. This is crazy. Drama.
Oh, yeah, I've heard
I've heard
that.
that.
I've heard that. My cousin
Kinda
works
intrigues
at
me.
restaurants and she's like, dude, they're all like hooking up,
Yeah.
fighting. Like,
Maybe it wasn't like that at yours. It was more family owned.
Yeah, it's family, so it'd be
Yeah.
awkward.
But like a yard
Imagine.
house or something like
the
that.
cousins hooking up and shit.
Dude, ew. I actually had 2 cousins, but like from the 2 families date. But anyways, that's irrelevant.
I'm so sorry for another
Yeah,
time.
I actually that would happen, but since I was like the owner's daughter,
Yeah.
obviously no
Everybody
one
was,
was
like,
that
very-
to me.
Respectful.
Yeah, respectful.
And everyone was
cautious.
way older
Gotcha.
as well, and mostly it was just women.
Yeah.
So it'd be weird.
I feel like that's a good job to like really learn a lot because you learn
About
people
people.
skills, right? You gotta
Yeah.
learn like
Yeah.
patience. You gotta learn a lot of patience, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
Just a bunch of stuff.
Definitely. That's what I mean. Like I think that the Mexican culture in restaurants is way different because I noticed Mexicans would do things that like they would never do that at like Cheesecake Factory or like
Gotcha.
You know, like they
Yeah.
I feel
No, I
like
get you.
they feel a little more entitled because you know, we're both Latinos and they feel like they can be rude to us. I don't know. That was just kind of the vibe that I would
That's
get.
crazy.
So you got a lot of that, like just very like rude people.
Yeah, it was
It's kind of crazy because it's like kind of an entitlement, but like towards your own people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think of too. I'm like, why are you doing it to me, a Latino, instead of doing it to a white
I'm one of
bitch?
you.
Literally, it would become mostly from men though, like them being like little perverts. Like one time, I think I don't know if I mentioned
Creep?
this story.
Was it a
My
creep?
mom was like, "Oh, like, where would you like a seat?" And this guy was like, "Right there." And my mom was
To
like,
your mom?
"To my mom." Literally, he was like, "Oh, hi."
Guys suck. We suck.
It was gross. It was
suck,
really
dude.
gross. So it's
No,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
I didn't mean to look dead at you, dude. Give me the thumbs up. We do suck.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward,
No,
but I mean,
dude, talk about like one time I went out to eat to a restaurant and there was a table right next to me and the guy was like ordering and the waiter was Asian and it was a Hispanic man and he was like, "Oh, can you bring me?" He ordered like an Asian like liquor or something, and then he said, "Can you bring it with the side of some Asian girls?" And I was like,
Wow.
"What?"
that is so
I was
The
awkward.
just sitting there
confidence
like-
that these guys
and he
have.
was old,
It's crazy. Bold.
and I was
bold.
just like, Wow.
Yeah, right away, sir.
Like,
Do you ever get like pervy comments like that?
On the DMs, these girls be like, they going for it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Do you respond to anyone? Be honest.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no. I'm not a big on like, don't give me the cheesy pickup line. Don't give me
Okay.
the cheesy pickup line.
What's like this is what's gonna get me?
I
Give
mean,
our women a chance.
come on, we have a lot of viewers.
I mean, I got a girlfriend, so like I
okay,
kind of
nice.
like don't. I mean, obviously I don't. Yeah, but
Sorry, ladies.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to help you out, but
My bad.
But if I
Never
was
mind.
single, nothing on social media would get me.
okay.
Nothing would get me.
it's
Yeah.
you're more of like an in-person.
Yeah, for sure. But
Okay.
it would have to be me like making the interaction, I guess, right? But I think like picking up people, I guess it's called picking up on social media. It's like I don't know. I don't see the value in it. I don't see like how it really could work.
And I
You know?
imagine
it always just feels cheesy to me. I don't know.
especially
It's hard,
I
it's
imagine
hard.
since you've been like in that space for so long already,
Yes.
where it's just like it feels kind of like ugh.
Yeah,
at
it
this
does.
point.
It does. Yeah.
Do you feel like because you've been in it so long, it kind of takes away like I guess like the magic of social media, you know, because I think people that are first starting off and, you know, they get kind of like start growing bigger. They're like, oh my God, like
I'm getting all this
social
attention
media
and
is so
stuff.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like that kind of wore off?
No, not at all. I
No?
love it. Yeah. I
How
really
conceited. He wanted to be the president of the United States because he wanted his face
give me
everywhere.
all the compliments. No, I actually like people like most of the people that do like hit me up on social media are honestly just paying me like a compliment or saying like they enjoyed this and stuff like that. So all those comments I try my best to respond to, like especially
okay.
DMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like
that's cool.
girls are crazy. Like I've just gotten crazy stuff. Like you know how guys will send like dick pics and like stuff. Girls do very similar stuff.
Really?
Like
Very,
pussy pics?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Like legs open?
Videos.
Shut the fuck.
On
Y'all are
Instagram?
bold. I
On
really
Instagram.
did not know y'all
Shut
were that.
On
up. What's the
Instagram.
dirtiest message you've ever
Anything you
gotten?
can possibly think of. Anything you can think of. Like just use your imagination. Think of the wildest thing you can possibly think of, and I've seen it on social media. And I'm not even joking.
Lucky.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario and
Yes.
you're going to tell
Okay,
me.
okay.
Someone masturbating with a brush.
Like a hairbrush?
Like a hairbrush.
Oh no.
Okay. That's the crazy.
okay.
You said craziest thing I can think of. That's
but
what I
like
was
for
thinking
sure,
of.
like
Regular
masturbating
dildo?
videos, like dildo videos, yeah, all that stuff.
That is
That's
so
Crazy.
like what are they?
Without knowing me, nothing.
Y'all are
nothing. Like
bold.
not having even like you know how there's like the other messages like the private whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. Like I've never interacted with them. It's just boom video.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because like
wild.
even when men do it, like when women do it, it's like what kind of response? Thanks. Hee hee.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
like
Sick.
why would you say that?
Great form.
Fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, great techniques on point.
Keep it up.
Took some notes.
Drop some tutorials, please.
Right, yeah.
That's so
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy.
Does your girlfriend get like
Jealous?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No? Okay,
not
that's
at all.
good.
Not at all. She had honestly taught me a lot about like just honesty and just being
Mm-hmm.
like upfront with like what I want, where I'm at in my life and stuff like that. So it's been really cool having somebody like that.
That's dope.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like now, since you're this age, you want to settle down now? You're thinking about those kind of things?
Yeah,
no?
man.
Like, no?
Yes and no. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
like when I think settling down, I think like I don't know. I have this like weird idea of what settling down means. Maybe I think I got to change that because I think like being married with kids, like having like a normal job, like my life just kind of like stopping like from what it is right now because I'm so on the go. I'm like always doing new things. I'm
Yeah.
traveling. I'm waking up late. Like it's just
Yeah,
like my life
yeah.
is on my own terms.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So I'm not ready to let that go. So I
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta find that middle balance where I
No,
can
I feel like
live life
that's-
on my terms. But
yeah, because what does settling down even really mean?
right.
No, yeah, for sure. Honestly, well, I just kind of meant like, getting married.
Married
I
with
guess.
kids. Yeah, eventually,
Because
for sure.
I feel like, well, I guess it's more like of a woman's thing, when it comes to having kids. There comes an age where it becomes harder. Is that
Yeah.
something you want?
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a man, so.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Ah,
No,
very-
just-
yeah, I
No,
am
but
a
you know
man.
what? That's good that you're aware that you're not ready to let that life go, because I'm a mom.
Yeah.
And my life changed so drastically in ways that I was not aware that it would happen. And it sucks because obviously there's a part of me that loves being a mom and I enjoy my, everything that comes with that. But I feel like I still mourn the life I had before, like the freedom,
Yeah.
being spontaneous,
Yep.
like being on my own time, like all of these things. So every time like people ask me about like parenting or like kid stuff, like that's literally one of the first things that I say, like, do it when you feel like you're ready to basically sacrifice your time in your life, because you're going to have somebody else to take care of all the time, and you're not going to be able to do all the things that you want to maybe do all the time. Like, your life's not over. I mean, you can still have fun, but it's not the same.
But
It's
even
just, like,
though,
it's hard.
like, because that's what I mean. Like, I don't know what settling down means. Because, like, I just got married, and I don't feel like I'm, like,
Okay.
oh, I'm settled
Yeah,
down.
I'm
like,
tied down. My life's over.
Yeah, like, my life's pretty much the same, except I'm married
Yeah,
now.
I
Like,
gotcha.
there's not that much that's different. So that's why I don't,
Yeah.
like, When people ask that, I don't really know what it means.
No, definitely.
I
And
think
it
But I
means-
think there is a sacrifice like in marriage, right? Because you become like even more selfless, right? Like it increases, right? And I think right now being like I'm in a relationship, but like I'm not married.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I still kind of have that like I don't owe, not to be rude, like this is gonna sound
No,
rude,
no,
but like,
no.
I don't owe her anything.
no,
She's not my
literally.
wife. She's my girlfriend. We just agreed to be in a relationship
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
But that is there. So I think there is like a difference because I'm a big like roles guy. Like I love knowing like what my job is, and I feel like being like a husband, like that role for me is like. I don't know. There's a lot of importance and priority where like everything else becomes secondary, which is how I believe it should be when you're in a marriage. And I'm not necessarily at a point where I'm ready to let my life be secondary.
Yeah.
You know,
That makes
like
sense.
my life right now is kind of priority.
I think that's on a like case by case, I guess, because I understand what you're saying, but I also feel like because I'm like kind of like your girlfriend, like I was always very clear on everything that I wanted and everything that I expected.
Yeah.
That like now that I'm married, it's just enhanced a little bit. Like now
Okay.
it's like, okay, but if you leave, like I'm gonna take half your shit. Not just but like just kind of in that sense where it's like, okay, well, you already knew what I wanted before and
Yeah.
it really didn't change that much except now we live together.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
that's kind
Gotcha.
of how I
Gotcha.
see it a little bit.
So yeah, like I guess like the circumstance was still the same. It was just the
Yeah.
conditions were still the same.
Right.
Yeah, I
Like
gotcha.
now we live together and now if you don't do it, I'm pissed off in bed instead of you pissed off at home and me
Yeah.
pissed off in my home.
And I think one thing that's cool about you and Alex is that you guys have like a lot of the same interests, and like you guys, if you guys go out with friends, you guys do it together. You guys like to have fun together, so you guys have a lot of the common interests, which I feel like is important. You know,
yeah,
'cause-
and he's not like jealous either. Like we go out, like if I go out
Yeah.
with like Saul and them, it's not like he's like, why the fuck are
Overbearing.
you
Yeah,
with these
yeah,
dudes?
yeah.
Yeah, like it's
and
Gotcha.
he's very supportive of
Yeah,
what
he's
you do
very
and everything,
cool.
which is I feel like is important. He doesn't make you feel like you have to change your life for him. You know.
He's the best
'Cause
guy
I feel like
ever.
that's what people tend to do in relationships. Like they stop being who they are to kind of
Yes.
just make everybody else happy, their person. And it's like you forget yourself and you're just like, damn, dude, like
Yeah, and
I've learned. I've done that. I've done that too.
Yeah,
I've kind of like
it's-
lose myself.
I feel
in
like
a-
everyone,
yeah,
has
loses
gone through that
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I don't know.
You never did?
She's like,
I don't
no,
think I
I'm
ever
kidding.
did.
Damn.
I was pretty selfish when I would date.
Yeah.
Like I was very much
Me
like,
first.
oh, you don't like that? Well, that's
That's
yours
who I am.
bad. That's your bad. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, but I think it did. I guess now I'm more so like now because like
He's your husband.
I'm a wife now. You know, I have to be more conscious, and I
Yeah.
try to be, but it's mostly because like. I feel like it's like a thing like, oh, society, but it really is that way because now that I'm married, like no one asks him like, oh, well, do you mow the lawn? Do you, fix the car or anything? But they're always like, oh, do you cook now? Like now do you clean? And I'm like, fuck you. Like I did that anyways.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's I'm a lot more self-conscious about how I portray myself now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to be because I do feel like, and not that I'm losing myself, but I don't want to be like, kind of because even like this like we're starting social media, like I don't know what kind of person is okay to put out there because I'm married now, so I feel like I am getting a little bit self-conscious about how I'm portraying myself to the world.
Whoa, gotcha.
Without but I'm trying not to, like
Gotcha.
I don't want to do that.
Don't do that because then
Yeah.
you're gonna condition yourself to like have to be that person online, and there's no freedom in that.
Yeah, and I see sometimes and I'm like, that's just, and I'll post it and I'm like, that's not me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's me, and I feel like I'm being a fake ass at that
Damn.
point.
Yeah. That self-awareness is great though.
Yeah.
The what?
The self-awareness is amazing.
Yeah, but it's hard because then when you're I feel like when you're self-aware, you're also very, very like self-critical.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to be more of like not self-critical, but I just like if I messed up, be like, okay, well you messed
More
up, let's be positive,
compassionate
move
towards
on.
people.
Yeah, I guess more compassionate with myself
Yeah.
because but like even like you or like my friends are like, don't say that because I'll be like, I'm a dumbass, and they're like,
Yeah,
don't say that. And
yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like it's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard to get out of
yeah.
that. Like
to be nice to yourself.
Yeah.
So you said you've lost yourself in relationships, but now it's something that you don't do anymore. What
Yeah.
boundaries do you set, or what do you feel like has changed so that that doesn't happen anymore?
I just, man, that's a great question. I think it's just constantly checking myself. Like, am I being authentic? Am I really
Yeah.
being true to myself?
Yeah.
Do I like who I'm being? You know?
Yeah.
Because you can feel it when you're not
Yeah.
being like
Oh, for
authentic.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
So just like kind of making those like adjustments, and like your partner that you're with, like you kind of have to like talk with them as you're doing
Yeah.
that, you know, like,
Yeah.
because sometimes you get caught up in a moment and you might behave a certain way, but it wasn't like you might be trying to please them.
Yeah.
And just kind of like having those conversations like, hey, I know I did that, but that didn't feel right to me, or this is how I
Yeah.
think it should be.
Yeah.
I really, as I've gotten older, I love being me. I was saying this in
Yeah.
the other podcast too. Like, I just love being me. So
Yeah.
I don't ever want to lose that. And I don't think I'll ever date somebody who's just not okay with that. Just yeah.
Have you been with your girlfriend for a long time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How long?
A long time.
Doesn't remember, ladies and gentlemen.
I know
That's terrible.
You don't have to say anything else. I know exactly what you're saying to me right now. That's cool, though. I feel like relationships are so hard.
Yeah.
And I hate when people are like, oh, it shouldn't be work. Bitch. Have you, like, it's work to have friends.
It's work to, like, almost be yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but, like, to, like, grow and be better and stuff like that, like, that takes work.
Yeah.
Like, that takes, like, discipline and effort and stuff like that to, like,
Definitely.
self-improve. So, of course, dealing with another human, even more work.
Even more work.
Yeah.
So if they're saying it should be all butterflies and rainbows,
Nah.
bullshit.
And also kind of boring, too. I don't want it to be butterflies
If
and
you're
rainbows.
always happy, how is that even fun?
How do you grow, like, from that? You know what I'm saying?
If I'm not adding a little drama to this relationship, then it's not going to go anywhere.
I kind of like the drama.
I know, I'm getting that vibe.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I like the spice. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah.
Did you grow up watching novelas?
No.
No? Do you feel like you grew up like super
Hispanic? Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Why didn't you watch novelas?
I don't know. It's a good question. No, I didn't watch novelas. Did you?
Yeah, hell yeah. You never like looked and you were like, but did you ever feel like you wanted to kind of dabble like in the Mexican?
Space? Yeah.
Media?
My Spanish isn't that strong to like do
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good. I can communicate with
sabo
it, but
kid.
yeah, I kind of
Damn.
low key on the lowest key. Don't tell
It's
nobody
fine,
though.
it's fine.
Don't put this in the podcast.
We'll delete this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I'll watch Mexican television and it's definitely a
Yeah.
different vibe. And it's a lot more dramatic. It's
feel
not as like authentic.
Why do I
think.
feel like it'd be easier to be in a novela, like acting wise?
Dude,
like,
I don't think I'd be able to get through those lines.
Do you
Like, they're
ever-
so ridiculous.
Like, have you seen the Rosa de Guadalupe?
Yeah.
Dude, you have to watch it. The acting is terrible. I'm like,
over
how do
top?
these people
Is that the one that's
get-
always memed?
Yes.
okay,
Like, how do
okay.
these people, like yo,
do this.
I could
How do
that.
they get through these lines? Like, I feel like I'm watching The Office sometimes of how awkward and like stupid the
I love
dialogue
Office.
is.
You got to take yourself serious. You got to take yourself serious,
Yeah?
right? Like you got. Yeah, I would say because these lines are like corny. So it's
Oh,
like,
how
like,
can you though?
But I mean, there's a bunch of like cringy content on like social media. It's
Yeah.
like, how do
That's
people
true.
do this like with a straight face?
Do you
No,
feel like
literally.
your
Oh
content's
hell yeah!
cringe
Sometimes I feel like even more so when I was younger, for sure.
Do you look back and you cringe at your
No,
stuff?
yes, I don't look back, but I do cringe.
I've heard that that's important though. Like if you don't look back and cringe at your stuff, you're not growing.
Yeah, I can see that for sure, for sure.
Do you want to make do you ever want to get into like more serious roles
Content?
rather than
If I could choose like any genre to do like content in, like if I were like a movie, like a director's like, what movie, what genre you want to do? Like any movie, I'd say like rom-com. I'd want to do like
I could see you in that. I
Like
could see you in
what's
that.
his name? He's great at him. He's Deadpool.
Oh,
Proposal,
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
He's
Something
fine.
like those kind of roles, I would really like to do.
I could see that.
Yeah, that'd be
could
cool.
see that.
That'd be
Because
cool.
you're tall.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's a height
You
criteria.
fit the criteria of like rom-com
Yeah,
dudes.
exactly. Tall.
Tall,
That's it.
Tall and buff.
Tall and buff. You're
Tall
good.
and
I'm
buff.
in.
That's it. I think we're
It's
good.
super fucking hot in here.
It's
though.
hot as
Is it?
fuck. I'm glad
Yeah,
you said
I'm
that.
literally
It's
like
Really?
sweating.
I'm wearing a long sleeve and I feel great.
Really? You chilling?
My legs touch my leg.
That's disgusting.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. I'm sweaty.
All your pussy juice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah, like,
it smells amazing.
dude, my kneecaps sweat. Like, I don't sweat from
I'm
my
sticky.
face. That's why I
Your knee-
don't wash my hair for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But like from here down,
sweats?
it just drips in sweat. And I'll be at the gym and like this is the only area that's wet.
sweaty knees, girl.
And I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Like, that's the dumbest place to sweat from, but whatever.
Not even your armpits or nothing. Just
My
your
armpits
knees.
sometimes, but like my knees and like my legs just sweat a
Sweaty
shit ton.
knees.
And they're the only thing that doesn't like lose like weight, so I don't get it.
You got chubby knees?
Not anymore, because of all the sweat. Because I work out consistently now.
Gotcha.
I used to be more of like whatever.
Yeah.
Now I try to go.
How do you guys get out of that, man? I can't get out of the inconsistent phase.
Inconsistent, really?
I can't.
I think
How do you
something
guys
that
do it.
I learned was that it's not about motivation; it's about discipline. Because you can be motivated all you want and not do anything.
Yeah.
You could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run, as many miles as I want, and just say that in the morning,
Yeah.
and then not do it, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But like, if you actively get yourself to do it, even when you don't want to do it, that's the only way that you're gonna get anything done.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah, that kind of makes
spiel.
sense because I don't really have anything that motivates me. I just kind of do it.
Just,
Yeah.
It's like
what it is. So
muscle
it's like a
memory for you
discipline.
at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times where I'm like, I don't really feel like doing it.
Yeah.
But then I remember how much I like it. So then I'm just
Yeah.
like,
I think of the I actually just saw, I forgot, I think it was on another podcast someone said it, that the good stuff in life give you like the high after you do it, and the bad stuff is before. Like you're like, oh, I can't wait to do this.
Like alcohol,
then,
I guess, like drinking.
Yeah, like drinking. It's fun during, but then after it like sucks.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
eating healthy, like you eat healthy, and it sucks during, and then after you're like,
Feel
oh,
great.
I'm
You're
kind of
like, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That makes sense.
Little,
Maybe I need to start thinking about like the after effect, like the
yeah,
feeling
because you're doing
afterwards.
it, especially the gym. Like you go and you're like, oh, I don't want to be here, and then you're doing it, and you're like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
leave, and you're like, oh, I'm glad I
Yeah.
came.
Yeah,
I'm glad I
yeah.
got this done.
Yeah, I think for me it might be more of like I feel like I get like in these moods where I'm like, damn, I want a fatter ass. Like, like that's like the only reason that I'm
You're
like,
like,
I should go to the gym.
yeah.
I need to go to the
Yeah.
gym for a fatter ass, you know. But then I'm like, you know what, my body's great right now. Like,
Yeah.
why do I need to work out?
And I don't
Yeah.
think it's for everyone.
You know,
I agree. I don't think it's for everyone either.
Yeah.
Like I pulled bitches like this yesterday. You know, like
Exactly.
this with this body. Like, you know, why do I need to change it up? You know.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But I do want to like. I heard that if you want to live a healthy, longer life, you should like exercise. Like,
But what's crazy is like people like you don't gotta go crazy at the gym. Like when
Yeah.
people say you want to like exercise to like stay healthy,
Yeah.
literally like just going on a walk for like 20
Really?
minutes a day or like every other day
That's
is like
probably how I
it's
should start.
sufficient. Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
walk, huh?
Because going to the gym, I feel like it's putting yourself through pain. Like it
It's
really
strain,
is.
yeah.
The only way you're gonna grow your muscles, the only way you're gonna get the physique you want is literally like being sore and pushing your body to its limits.
Yeah.
And I don't think everyone wants to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, it does suck sometimes. Like being sore sucks.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Being
sore right now.
Yeah.
I can't lift my arms higher than this.
Have you guys ever tried having sex when you're sore as a motherfucker?
No.
Yeah.
It's
I will not. I
You
mean, I guess
won't?
I'll just lay there, but I'm not gonna
It is
do
like
anything. This is as much as you're getting, and
I'm pretty used to being sore, so it's like another day.
It's like-
It's like
it
yeah,
is
yeah.
every
It
day.
is what it is.
You're like, actually, I'm sore all the time.
I'm sore all the
Sex,
time, girl.
every single
Always
time.
sore.
I
Don't
hate
change
being
it up.
sore.
Really?
I actually do really hate that feeling. Like, you
Really?
know how people are like, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
My muscles are growing. I'm like, fuck that
Sometimes it's too
shit.
much. Some like
Yeah.
legs are like another level for me.
Oh, I like being sore and like right now I'm
Really?
sore on chest
Gotcha.
and I
That-
hate
don't like
it
that.
because
Gotcha.
I'm like
Yeah.
I don't even know like where it's doing it, but I'm trying to bench a plate. Trying to bench a plate.
That's a good goal.
I believe
Because that's
in
a
you.
lot of weight
I just
to pull ups.
oh fuck pull ups.
Can you do a pull up like body weight for body weight?
No. I'm trying, but it's not my main goal anymore.
Gotcha.
At first, it was like doing a push up, and then I did a push up, and then,
Okay.
but now it's benching because I benched 85 the other day.
The 25s?
Was it 25? No, it's 20s.
Oh, okay.
The bar was 45, yeah, and then the 20s.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, dope. Like I'm almost at 25
Yeah.
like pounds, and then I was like, maybe I could hit a plate by the end of the year.
Yeah, I think you could,
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
I'm a little
Yeah.
motivated on that end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, woohoo.
From afar.
I'm just clapping for you guys.
Oh my
Cool.
god. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Josh, for being
Yes.
here with us. It was so much fun. Thank you. It was really nice meeting you.
Yeah,
really
nice
nice.
meeting you guys too. I feel like I kind of know you guys because I see you guys as like clips on TikTok, which are amazing. Yeah,
thank
so you guys are doing a great job. Like this
Really?
podcast is
Oh,
incredible.
thank you. That
You're
means a
really
lot.
nice.
Thank you.
Not that I thought you were gonna be like a dickhead, but like
For a little bit.
not a little bit. It's just more of like you meet people and you're like, whoa, this is a really nice person.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I don't know,
Thank
that's-
you.
I had high expectations, honestly.
Okay,
Because
cool.
I feel like I've known you, you know,
Yeah.
through the screen for
Yeah, yeah.
throughout all these years, but you exceeded my expectations.
Do you
Oh,
feel
appreciate
a
that.
certain way now that you've met him?
No. No, yeah. I mean, it's cool. Obviously, it feels like my inner, like, teen is, like, screaming right now.
Aw.
But, you know, like, just, like, I can't believe, like, this is my life. Like, damn, like, I'm getting to a point where, like, I'm meeting people that I admired growing up. So it's, like, it's cool. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah. Have you guys had Eric on here? You guys had his wife.
We had
or
his wife.
girlfriend?
Yeah,
wife,
Vanessa's
yeah.
super
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. I
She's
saw some
super
of those.
sweet.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's great.
Yeah,
She's
she
really
was
cool.
really, really. That's what I mean. Like, I think because of like social media, like you just kind of put a little stigma on people, and then
Yeah.
you meet them, and you're like, oh my god, like this is just the nicest person ever.
Yeah.
Instagram doesn't help because I feel like Instagram is so like curated to like show this perfect life.
Right.
And, you know, you kind of seem, I don't know, like, more superficial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it
and you
doesn't help.
kind of like unintentionally judge people in a
100%.
superficial way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
I'm glad you're nice.
Thank you.
Because then it would have been really awkward.
Have you guys had anybody that you guys just not vibe with on the podcast? Because I just started podcasting and I haven't had anybody yet. But
Our
I'm like,
third
I
host.
wonder. Ooh. Spill the tea, girl. Spill the tea.
Anyway,
maybe once-
Exile.
Can we cut this? Yes, thank you, Josh, for coming. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of The Besties. Honestly, I don't know. I just really want to thank you because, you know, it just sometimes you have this idea that big influencers are going to be like, no, ew. You know? So
Yeah.
thank you for taking the time and for driving out here.
Of course,
too.
yeah. Like I said, you guys are doing a great job. So I was like, I would absolutely love to be a part of this.
Thank
And,
you.
Yeah, you guys are killing it. You too, bro.
If you ever do another videos and you don't know who's going to be in it, I'm going to be in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Dude,
be in
yes,
there.
I'd love to do skits too.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We got to bring you guys onto like our podcast, all you guys. That'd be
Oh,
dope. Like
that's
separate. That'd be
super
really cool.
dope.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I love
You
that.
guys
I'd
have to take a
pop
trip
up.
down to the valley.
I'm down. I'm
Alright,
down.
cool.
I'm down.
We'll make that happen.
Can I talk in
Yeah.
my Valley Girl accent?
You have to. That's the only way you can do it.
Oh my God, thank you. I love it.
I don't know.
You know, I've lived in the valley for 3 years. I've never met a single girl who talks like that.
Me neither. And people
It's
always
kind of
swear I
upsetting.
talk with a Valley Girl accent.
really?
I can talk in a super Valley Girl accent.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Can,
just
can I
love
hear
it.
it?
What? Okay. I just like.
Do the outro in the valley.
Yeah, do
Okay,
the
okay.
outro on the Valley Girl accent.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming on another episode of The Besties. I just really I had so much fun. Thank you, Josh, for taking the time and coming out here with us. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Thank you. Thank you, Vanessa, for being just an
course.
amazing friend all the time.
Of course. I love you.
Okay, I don't know what else to say.
That was perfect.
But thank you guys. I'll see you next week. As always, I am your host, Stephanie, and you can find me at Steph Scott Milk on all social medias.
And I'm Vanessa, and you can find me on bloomingvc.vic on TikTok and Instagram, and bloomingvc on Twitter.
How'd you come up with your handle?
She used to be a stripper.
Okay.
I used to have some big knockers.
Yeah, and you're like, I got a lot of milk.
I used to drink a lot of milk when I was younger.
Yeah?
And when I was, it was when Instagram was coming up.
With the usernames and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so I would drink it, I would eat, and then I would, right
Have a
after
glass of
every
milk?
meal, I would have a glass of milk.
Oh, it's so funny. I know
And-
somebody, my little cousin's like that too.
Oh,
Loves milk. He
really?
finishes a gallon a day. It's
I'm lactose intolerant now.
damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But
We were
at the-
laughing the other day because we were like, you should just name yourself Steph Scott.
Steph's got almond milk.
Steph Scott.
Yes, and that's how I came up with it. And it just stuck, and I like how it flows.
It does flow.
I've never
it's cool.
changed
It's catchy.
it.
It's almost unforgettable.
Yeah. I've never ever, since I got that, I've never changed my name on
Yeah.
anything. So
I changed mine. I used to be Amazing One because I was in 8th grade.
You got
and full of
Amazing One?
myself.
Was it spelled exactly like that?
No, it was.
amazing gone.
Amazing God.
I put
Oh.
to G's. My 8th grade self was not really clicking the math that it was Amazing Gone together, and I just stuck with it. I feel like some people did try to make me feel bad, Amazing Gone, but I'd be like, bitch, you fucking know what I'm trying to say.
You know exactly what I'm trying to
Stop
say.
fucking
Don't play
with
me.
Don't play
Yeah.
me.
Is yours just Josh Leyva?
Yeah.
Josh Leyva on
The
everything.
Josh Leyva.
The Josh
Yeah.
Leyva, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Don't forget to purchase Salud. It's 10/10.
Honestly, it's so fucking good. you
It
guys.
really is really good. And I'm not just saying that.
I didn't pay them to say that, yo.
Yeah, he didn't pay. This is #this is not an app.
Follow his brand's page.
Yes.
Check them out. They're going to be dropping some dope stuff soon. So I want to shout out Betsy too because
Shout out Betsy.
I love
Social media
it.
coordinator for Salud. She's a
I've
real
known
one.
her for a long time.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
This all, yeah.
So I wanted to shout you out. Love you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. See you next week. Oh, Josh Leyva, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, guys.
Pan it on his face. Pan it. We're going to use his face as a thumbnail.
Thumbnail.